can sit elevated on your cushion if you like. We'll begin with some breathing. So just settle into your comfortable position. You're cross-legged or kneeling, or you can sit in a chair if that's more comfortable for you tonight. And when you're ready, just close down your eyes. Having a nice tall spine, chin lightly tucked towards your chest, back of the head in line with the rest of the spine. Shoulders lift up to your ears, roll back and down. Hands can be on your knees or in your lap, wherever feels most natural to you. And eyes softly close. Relaxing the skin around your eyes. And as you do so, noticing that the rest of your body wants to join in too. So let go of the shoulders. Maybe swallow to release your throat. Soften through your heart center, through your belly. Let go of any tension you're holding in your hips, buttocks, and your legs. And let's take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just sighing the breath away. Feel your shoulders release with the exhalation. Let go of any tension that you have accumulated throughout the day. Breathe it out. Just a few more in your own way, in your own time. An audible sigh. Good. And then let go of these deep breaths. Return your breath to normal. And simply observe the breath as it flows in and out through the nostrils. Noticing any sensations you can feel. Noticing if the air is flowing freely or equally through both nostrils. Let's bring our hands now to our bellies, onto your beautiful baby. Still keeping your shoulders relaxed. Let's begin to lengthen and deepen the breath. So taking some deeper breaths and sending that breath to your baby. So as you breathe in, your belly expands into your hands. And as you exhale, belly softens, relaxes. Inhale, sending fresh oxygen and prana, life force, to your baby. And as you exhale, just release the belly away from the hands. Just a few more like this. When we take these deep breaths, we're expanding the prana in our own bodies. And of course, sharing that prana with our babies. Good. Let's move now the hands up to the lower side ribs. So the hands are wrapping around the side ribs. The shoulders are still relaxing back and down. You can have your fingers pointing forwards, your thumbs pointing backwards. And we're expanding the breath into the rib cage now. So as you inhale, you should feel your rib cage expanding into your hands. And as you exhale, the ribs fall away from the hands. Good. Keep breathing like this. Perhaps you can feel or visualize the space that you're creating between each of the ribs. And can you feel that expansion equally in the fingers at the front, the palms at the sides, and the thumbs at the back? We don't often think about breathing into the back of the body, but let's try and send some breath there now. Last one. Good. Bring your hands up now to your collarbones, the bony part. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into the three parts of your body. So your belly, your rib cage, and your chest, all the way up to your fingertips. And then as you exhale, you're emptying the air from your chest, from your rib cage, and from your belly. This is our three-part breathing. Let's try that again. Deep inhalation. And deep exhalation. Looking good, ladies. One more time. Seeing if you can expand your lungs by an extra 10% of their capacity. And as you exhale, empty all that stale air from the very bottom of your lungs. After your exhalation, bring your hands down to your belly again. Let the breath settle. And if it feels right for you this evening, let's gently massage our baby, caressing your baby, letting them know through that sensation of your touch how much you love them, that they're safe, they're protected, they're loved. Leave one hand on your baby, bring your other hand to your heart center, sharing this beautiful moment with your precious baby. And then ever so gently opening your eyes when you're ready. Release your hands and bring your hands out to the sides. Good. So we're going to point the fingers down towards the floor. So the fingers are pulling back, palms are facing out. Good. Can you feel that stretch along the carpal tunnel through the wrists and up the forearms? Good. Keep the shoulders rolling back and down. And then point the fingers back. And do you feel that stretch in a slightly different place now? Good. Now point the fingers up to the ceiling as if you're pressing against a wall. Really expand through the upper back. And drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Only go as far as feels comfortable. And then we're going to bring the left hand down with the fingers still pointing, pulling back towards you. Slowly, slowly, until the palm reaches the floor. And then we're going to slowly bring the hand back up towards, parallel towards the floor. Duck the chin down towards the chest and semicircle it across, bringing left ear to left shoulder. Deep breath in. And then slowly bringing that right hand down towards the floor. Only go as far as feels comfortable. If it's too strong, don't go so deep. Palm touches floor and then hand slowly floats back up. And then release the hands down and let's do some full neck circles. Circling back the other way. Listening out for those little clicks and crunches. Beautiful. Bring the head back to center. And let's rotate through the wrists. back the other way. And shake it up. Shake it down low. Shake it up. Shoulder height. Shake it up high. Beautiful work. And bring your hands down to your knees. Let's begin to undulate through the spine. So we're just rounding and then coming forwards. Maybe looking up and looking down. Just go as far as feels good to you. No need to force. Just explore that full range of motion through your spine. Noticing if you can feel any areas that are particularly tight or stuck. Are you feeling the movement coming more from the lower back, the middle back, or the upper back? Where are the tight spots for you? Good. Come back to stillness at the center. As you inhale, float your arms up. As you exhale, come into the forward fold. Now remember here, we're looking for a nice straight spine. So I know a lot of you are getting along in your pregnancy now, so you might want to use your blocks or cushions or books or whatever props that you've got to keep that spine nice and straight so we're not crunching into the space around your beautiful baby. Otherwise, just bring your hands a little closer. Of course, if you can, fold forwards with the spine still straight and not squishing your baby, then that's fine too. Let's come back to the breath. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften. Release the shoulders. Nice. Keep the head and neck in line with the spine. You can look down to the space between your hands, or you can close your eyes, making this an internal practice. A few more breaths here. And then bring the hands back up towards you. Good. Let's pick up the right leg, holding the right foot in your left hand and the knee in your right hand, and we'll begin to work into that hip joint. Nice, and then circle in the other direction. And then place the foot down onto your left knee, bringing your left foot forwards. So ideally your shins are parallel with each other and parallel to the front of your mat, with one foot, your right foot on your left knee and your right knee on your left foot. If you've got your knee floating up in the air a little bit, feel free to take some support with a cushion or a block. And let's just give that foot a little bit of love, a little bit of a massage. Giving the toes a little wriggle, a squeeze and a pull. Whilst the hips get a nice release. So we're doing all that good work through the hips. Nice. And then we'll bring the right hand out to the right. The left hand can come up to the ceiling. That might be enough for you. It might be strong enough on the hips. Otherwise, you can come over into a side stretch. Make sure you keep breathing. You might want to look up to the top hand. On your next inhale, let's float up and exhale across. Inhale, come on up. Let's bring this leg out. So right leg comes out, left foot comes in to the groin. So it's coming out at a bit of an angle here. Natalia, are we making adjustments for you tonight? Yeah? Okay. All good? All right. So we're bringing the right hand to right shin, left arm is coming up to the ceiling, and we're sliding down into a side stretch. Again, option to turn to look up depending on your neck. The toes of the right foot are pulling back towards you. This leg is nice and strong and active. Good. Now you're welcome to stay here, or we can begin to bring that hand down and then inhale it back up. So moving a little more dynamically. Exhale. Hand comes down, really feeling that stretch through the inner thigh, and inhale, open up through side body. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one, exhale down. Inhale up and release. Coming into our mermaid stretch. So fold that right leg back. We're going to get a nice deep stretch through the left and right hip, coming across to the right. Good. Inhale, come up again. Let's come so the legs across the other way now. Let's just circle out through the hips. You can make these circles as fast or slow, as big or small as you like. Remember, you're in control. And change direction. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we're folding forwards. Ujjayi breathing if you're comfortable and familiar with that. So we're closing the epiglottis at the back of the throat, making that gentle hissing sound like the ocean. Using the exhalation to let go deeper and deeper. On your next inhale, walk your hands back up, and this time pick up the left leg and let's circle into that hip joint. Back the other way. And bring the shins so they're stacked on top of each other, taking support underneath the knee if you need it. Nice tall spine. Let's do a gentle massage into the sole of the foot. If there's any tight spots, give them a bit of extra attention. Some focus to the toes. Nice. And this time we'll do our side stretches a little more dynamically. So reaching out to the left, right hand comes up, and we exhale across. Inhale up and exhale across. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you. It is quite strong on the hips. Last one. Good. And then take that leg out to the left. Adjusting the right foot so it comes closer towards your groin. Pull the toes back. Reach your left hand to left shin. Right hand comes up. You can stay here or you can slide down into that side stretch. Turning to look up. So you can stay here or you can move into the forward fold. Side stretch. Calming down. Inhaling, opening up. Good. Last one. And inhale all the way up, folding left leg back for your mermaid stretch. Good. And then bring the hands behind you. Option to lift the hips up. Good. No compulsion here. Beautiful. If you did lift the hips up, we should do the other side, otherwise you'll be uneven and we don't want that. So just swing the legs across to the other side. And then lifting up. Beautiful. Good job, ladies. Releasing down. Nice. Now, we'll extend the right leg out. The left leg is bent. I'm going to come into a side plank. So you've got a few options here. You can lift up like this. You can extend the top arm up. And if either of those options look too strong for you, you can just be up like this on your forearm, just lifting the waist up off the floor. Okay, so choose your own version of this. What are we going for? Yeah, nice. If it's too strong, there's the option to come down. Good. Now you have the option to raise the leg as well, a top leg. Beautiful. And then you can either stay here or you can do some toe taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I meant to stop at 5. Sorry. Come down. Come down. You were all looking so great. Amazing. Let's do the other side. I got carried away. All right, let's do the other side. Your choice. You can lift up or you can stay on your forearm. Option to raise the top arm. Option to raise the leg. You can stay here or we better do 6 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. Come onto your all fours. I'll turn around this way so I can still watch you. And we'll just ease it out. So just sway your hips from side to side. Good. If it's uncomfortable for you on your wrists, then you can come onto your fists like this, no problem. Okay, let's do some pelvic tilts here in this position. So we're going to lengthen the tailbone away towards the wall behind you and then release. Lengthen the tailbone away and then release. That's it. Good work, Rishika. Looking good. Nice. So can you feel as you lengthen your tailbone away how your baby is lifted up and back towards your spine? And then release your baby into that hammock that you're making with your belly. Keep going. This is such a good thing to do just to increase the strength of your core. So when we lengthen our tailbone away and lift our baby back and up towards our spine, we're switching on our core. So that's what I mean by switching on your core. So keep your core switched on now, and let's take our attention to our upper back. Okay, we're going to press into our hands, activate through our arms and our shoulders, and see if we can create some space between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to relax and dip the chest closer down towards the floor. Inhale, send that breath into the space between your shoulder blades. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's come into child's pose. So we take our knees the same width as the mat. The big toes come to touch. And the forehead rests down onto the mat. Now, if that doesn't quite work for you, you can make a pillow with your fists, or you can use any cushion or pillow underneath your head. If you feel dizziness with your head down, then you can keep your head up, cupping your hands around your chin like this. And yeah, you're also welcome to keep your hips up as well, Sanchia, if you can't quite get them down onto your bottom. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Oh, Maria, I love it. If you've got a birth ball, that's brilliant. Fantastic. All right, we're going to come up and do our hip rotations and humming bee breath. So with our humming bee breath, we rest our tongue behind our top front teeth. And on the exhalation, we make a sound that's like a humming bee. And we combine that with our hip rotation. So we can be on our hands and knees, making circles like this. Or if you've got a birth ball, you can do the same thing, Maria, with the birth ball. Really good in labor because it takes the pressure off your wrists, because you can be doing this circling for quite some time. Keep going and make these circles your own. Just be playful with different sizes, different speeds. And then change direction. Keep circling through the hips. Keep humming. This is such a good thing to do during your contractions. In fact, my second daughter was born 6 years ago today. It's her birthday. And I spent pretty much all of her labor doing this. And then just come down to rest. Resting the forehead. Letting the breath settle. Okay. Who's more than 36 weeks pregnant? Most of you. About half of you. Okay, cool. So for you guys, we're going to do some pelvic floor work now. For you guys, remember the focus after 36 weeks is on opening and releasing, because that's what we do when we give birth. So work in particular with your exhalation to relax and release. And you can come into this lotus flower mudra if you like, and you can be in child's pose, resting your thumbs on the chin. I'll show you from this angle too, like this. And just focusing, maybe you like that visualization of a flower, like a bud that's tightly closed, and with each exhalation you're opening one petal after the other. But for the rest of us who are not quite 36 weeks pregnant, the focus is on strengthening the pelvic floor muscles still. So if you're comfortable in child's pose, you can stay in child's pose. If you're not comfortable, you can come up to kneeling. We're going to be holding the pelvic floor and then releasing through the pelvic floor. Okay, so I'll count you some holds. So ladies that are more than 36 weeks, you just ignore what I'm doing and do your opening with the exhalation. Is everyone clear? Yeah? Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to count for those who are not 36 weeks. So you're going to squeeze and lift through the pelvic floor. Hold for 2, 3, 4, and release. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze and lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze and lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 2 more. Squeeze and lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Squeeze and lift and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let go of your pelvic floor work. We're coming up into a standing forward fold. Your forward fold might look like this, or it might look like this, or it might be somewhere in between. Making sure though that you have a soft bend through your knees, that your feet are parallel, hip width apart. And just if you're dangling down, you can nod the head. You can shake. And you can sway from side to side. Good. Release through the lower back. And then coming back to the center, let go of the arms. Chin tucks to chest. Slowly, slowly, we're rolling our way up to a standing position. Take your time. If you feel any dizziness at all, just let that wash over you. Good. Nice work. Let's come to our half dog at the wall. If you don't have a wall handy, you can go ahead and use back of a sofa, a chair, table, whatever's handy. The idea though is just to have your hands about shoulder width apart, and we're walking the feet back until the upper body comes roughly parallel to the floor. Pushing the palms against the wall or whatever you're using. Good. Maybe you want to sway the hips from side to side. Maybe you want to bend one knee, straighten the other leg. Nice. And then bring the feet a little closer. We'll do a calf stretch. So we'll come onto our forearms and we'll step the right foot forwards. And we'll just lunge the weight forwards and then press firmly down into that left heel. So you should be feeling a stretch and a release through the calf. Really good one to do at night time. If you get those horrible calf cramps during the night, do it before you go to bed. Good. And then swap sides. Pressing all the weight down into the right heel. Good. Nice work. And come away from the wall. Coming back to your mat. Let's take the left hand up, taking hold of the wrist with the right hand. And we'll come across to the right. So arms are glued, it's like they're glued to the sides of your ear. You're not pulling the arm across. So still staying there, chest is facing forwards. You're pulling on the wrist. Nice deep breaths. And inhale, come up. As you exhale, go across to the other side. And now you're pulling on the right arm. Feel that deep stretch into the shoulder, the armpit. Nice. Come on up. Swap the grip. And we'll pull first to the left. Really pulling strongly on that wrist. That's it. Planting both feet evenly down into the ground. And then inhale, come up, and exhale across to the right. Inhale, come up. Release the hands down, roll the shoulders back. If you're a little bit wobbly tonight, a little bit off balance, then go ahead and have the wall handy. Or you can just keep your foot on the floor. We're going to be transferring the weight into your right foot and picking the left foot up. So the leg comes to a right angle like so, okay? And we're just rotating through the ankle. And back the other way. Good. Now you can stay in this crane pose like this, or you can bring the leg in front, wrap it around, just tucking the toes behind the right calf, coming into eagle legs or some variation thereof. And if you've managed to achieve that, then you can bend through the standing leg, coming into a one-legged squat. I think bellies are a bit big, aren't they, for that one? You can unravel, give the legs a shake, and we'll do the other side. So weight coming into left foot, right leg is raising up, circling into the ankle joint. Back the other way. Stay with crane or wrap the leg around, hooking behind. And you can bend, so even if you're in crane, you can bend into the one-legged squat as well. Yep, that's it. Nice. And then unravel. And give the legs a shake. Good. We're coming from here into our chair pose. So chair pose, we literally imagine that there's a chair behind us. We're sitting back into the chair, and you can bring the hands out in front of you, or you can reach them up alongside your ears. Let's do some pelvic tilts in this chair pose. So sticking your bottom back and then tucking the tailbone down towards the floor. Feel that beautiful release through the lower back, the stretch through the upper spine. Good. Knees are pointing forwards. That's it. Nice. And then we come up. We're going to flow a little dynamically here. So we're going to come into our standing bird dog. So left arm reaches forwards, right arm and right leg reach back. And then we bring right leg back down, sit down into our chair again. Inhale up, exhale, tilt forwards. Inhale up, exhale into our chair. That's it. Inhale up, exhale, bird dog. Inhale up, exhale, sit down. Keep the tailbone lengthening. Inhale up, exhale, bird dog. Core is engaged, that's important. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Inhale up, exhale forwards. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one. Inhale up, exhale forwards. Inhale up and exhale down, and staying for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, release, roll the shoulders back. Nice. Great. Let's come into our high crescent lunge. So we're going to be stepping, I think it's best if I show you this way. Right foot forwards, left foot back. We can come onto the ball of the left foot. The right knee is bent. Tailbone's lengthening down, the upper body's as upright as possible. You'll be feeling this wonderful release through the left hip flexor. Good. If you have any pelvic girdle discomfort here, then you're going to keep your legs much closer. Excuse me one moment. Okay. And then, so I'll show you like this. We're going to extend the arms out to the sides. Good. And then we're going to twist to the left. So this is a balance. Yeah, that's it. Focus on your breath. And then come back, oops, to the front. Let's hinge forwards from the hips. So arms are out like an airplane. And let's pulse the arms up and down. So we're squeezing the muscles between the shoulder blades to using those muscles to pulse the arms up. That's it. And then inhale, bring your upper body up and plant that back foot down. And then we're going to interlock hands behind the back. Oops. And open up through the chest, reach the hands away. Beautiful. And then bring the arms in front. We're going to take left arm under right arm, wrap around, just like we did with our legs in that pretzel wrap. Bring the palms to touch if you can, otherwise backs of the hands or wrist is good too. Just squeeze those forearms against each other. Nice. Just pulse the elbows up and down. Good. And then unravel. Step the feet together. Roll the shoulders back. And let's do other side. So left foot comes forwards. We're up on the ball of the right foot. Left knee's bent. Tailbones lengthening down. Releasing through the hip flexor. Good. And let's raise the arms out. Reach through the fingers. And then with control, turning, twisting to the right. Keep that front knee pointing forwards. Yeah, that's it. Good. And then come back to face the front. Hinge forwards, 45-degree angle. Squeeze through the shoulder blades. Pulse the arms up and down. And then tilt the body back so it's upright. Plant the back foot down. Interlock the hands behind the back. Chest expands. You can look up to the ceiling as you reach the hands away from you. Legs are strong. Keep pressing through the feet. Beautiful. And then bring the arms out in front. This time, right arm comes underneath as you wrap around. Should right arm come on top? Did I say it wrong? I know I always get confused with these. Squeeze the forearms against each other. Pulse the elbows up. And release. Step the feet together. Roll the shoulders back. And let's take some hip circles. Change direction. Nice. Good. Let's step the feet out into our goddess squat. So if you have any pelvic girdle pain, if you have a baby in breech or a low-lying placenta, please do let me know. I'm happy to give you an alternative to this pose. Are we all good with this one tonight? Yeah? Good. Excellent. Thank you. So from our goddess squat, we're going to take our right hand to our right knee and raise our left arm up to the ceiling. So we're coming into a twist. Yeah. And then we're going to swap the twist to the other side. And then twisting. Good. Don't forget to keep the knees bent. Feet and knees are tracking out in the same direction. Beautiful. Good. Now bring the hands in front of you. And we're going to, the thumbs are interlocked, and we're going to circle the hands above our head. That's it, and then change direction. Beautiful, and then release. I want you to make sure that there's nothing around you that you could get hurt by. We're going to be moving a little more fluidly now, so we're going to unlock the thumbs and swing the arms around. So circle them above the head and then float them back behind you. That's it. Move freely. Let your body flow. Inhale, circle. Exhale, sweep the arms behind. Feel those circles through the arms, through the shoulders, through the waist, through the knees, through the ankles. Good. Feel that beautiful release through the spine. Amazing, ladies, amazing. And then come back to stillness. Place your hands on your heart. If you need to give your legs a little break, you can straighten them up. Just feel that beating of your heart beneath your hands. Gently opening your eyes, hands come to hips. Bend again. Great. You can either stay with feet flat on the floor, or if you want to challenge yourself tonight, you can lift up onto your tippy toes. Either way, we're going to be pulsing up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They don't need to be big, Rishika. Just little pulses. Take it easy. It's your first class. And that's probably 10. If your heels are up, lift your heels up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels come down. Stay down into the squat. Raise your arms up into cactus arms. As you inhale, reach your arms up. Tailbone lengthens down as you exhale back to cactus arms. Stay with it. Stay with the breath. You can do this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Sink a little lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Straighten the legs. Oh, well done, ladies. Bring the feet closer. Shake the legs out. Amazing work. That was tough. All right, let's come down. Let's stretch that out by bringing, do you have a block or a cushion? Quite high we need to bring. Actually, we'll have it that way. We're going to come into a one-legged forward fold. So we're going to reach our right leg out in front of us. Allow some space for your belly. And your left leg is folded back. I'll show you from this angle here, like this. So ideally the heel is coming on the outside of your thigh. The toes of that left leg are pulling back towards you. And you can stay upright, or you can begin to hinge forwards. Bringing the hands down. Maybe you want to be up on your fingertips. Yeah. So the idea of using the block is underneath the right buttock is that it evens you out. So you should be fairly level. Yeah. Good. And then bring the hands back up towards you. We'll swap sides to fold the right leg back and bring the block or cushion underneath the left buttock. Toes pull back towards you. Walk the hands as far forwards as comfortable. If you're more upright today, that's completely fine. Good. Nice. Good. Bring the hands back up towards you. We'll bring right leg out to the left and left leg out to the right for a final hip stretch. So ideally the knees are stacked on top of each other, but if you're more like this, then that's completely fine too. Good. So you can just hold on to your feet, lengthen the tailbone down, lengthen through the crown of the head as your hips have that wonderful release. Deep breathing here. Remember the breathing we did into the belly at the beginning. And the breathing into the side ribs. And then the 3-part breathing into the belly, the ribs and the chest. Good. Swap the legs. Holding onto your feet or your ankles. Tailbone lengthens. Crown of the head reaching up. Shoulders are back and down. Breathing into the belly. Breathing into the side ribs. And then breathing into belly, ribs and chest. Nice. Release the legs. Bring the legs out in front of you, about hip width apart. We'll just take the knees from side to side. Holding across to one side, turning to look away. And then coming across to the other side, turning to look away. Good. And from here, we're coming to lie on our left side for our final relaxation. If you prefer to stay seated for this, that's completely fine too. Otherwise, come to your left side and place your pillow underneath your head. You can have a folded towel or blanket underneath your belly for support, and you can have a pillow or whatever you've got handy, cushions between your legs. Just make yourself nice and comfortable. Maybe you want to bring your right hand onto your belly and closing down your eyes. Scanning your awareness once more through your physical body, relaxing and releasing any tension as you travel from your forehead down towards your feet. So relax the skin around your eyes, relax your jaw and your shoulders. Relax your upper back, your heart center, your lower back, and your belly. Relax your hips, your buttocks, legs, your arms. Relax and release your whole body, feeling your weight completely supported by the ground beneath you. As you cradle your beautiful baby in your hand, knowing that your baby is enjoying this sense of peace and relaxation. Enjoy this special moment together. Just a few more moments here. You're most welcome to stay in relaxation for as long as you like. Otherwise, let's begin to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Taking some deeper than normal breaths. Bringing back to mind the color of the mat that you're lying on. And when you're ready, you can use your hands to push yourself back to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Take your head and neck in a circle. Back the other way. And come back to stillness. Extend your arms out to the sides, palms face up. As you inhale, your hands sweep up, your palms touch above your head. As you exhale, your hands come to your heart center. Let's close our practice together tonight by chanting a single Om. Join me if you will, breathing in. Om. Bowing your head towards your hands. Turning up the corners of your mouth. Smiling upon yourself. Smiling upon your baby. Feeling gratitude for the miracle of life that's growing inside of you. And thanking yourself for your yoga practice this evening. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for practicing together with me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions at all, I'm more than happy to hang around and chat for a bit. Otherwise, have a beautiful evening.